Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Avilas. You are watching Selenium Express, and in this video we're going to be building a game using Java and Spring Boot. It's going to be a small little sweet game, but this is going to give you some good kickstart if you're going to be practicing Spring framework, if you're trying to get your hands dirty with Java and Spring. Yeah, this is going to be a good starting point. So the intention of mine to making this video is to give you certain videos where you can do practice whatever the things that you are learning with Spring. Don't just learn concepts, right? Just try to utilize and implement it. And we're going to be implementing all our knowledge right now with this game. So let me show you this game, what we are trying to make here. So it's going to be a very sweet and simple game, as you can see on the screen. The game name here will be Guess the Word. Okay, so this is the UI that you're going to be showing to your end user, and they will see, okay, there is a word which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letter word. That is a 6-letter word that I have to guess, and I have 5 trials. I can enter any word over here and I can try guessing the word that has been shown on the UI. And I don't know what is the word actually going to be. Let's just try to hit some keys over here. Let me just try with F. Yeah, this is a word which contains F. Can I just enter K over here? Oh well, I just entered K and it's a wrong guess and I lost one of my try over here. Okay, can I enter E here? Well, this word has a letter E. Okay, can I just enter M here? Okay, can I just do a try? Well, you can see again this word doesn't have M and I lost one of my another try. Okay, can I enter H here? Okay, well, this word has this letter H. Okay, cool. Can I enter T here? Well, it has T, looks like it is father. So can I enter R? Yes. R is also there, and I think this is A. Can I hit A here and try again? And there you go, father, and I have done it. And you can see this success message here. You have done it and I'm the winner. And there are still 3 tries left. Okay, so I want to play again. So can I just do reload here? And if you want to play again, you can keep on reloading the game over here. And you can see it's just showing you different words here. Okay, right now here, what I can see here, there is a 4-letter word. Okay, so can I write N here? No, I lost one of my try. Can I write A here? No, it doesn't. It's not there. Can I write G here? Yes, it has G. Can I write L here? Yes, it has L. Can I write D here? And yes, it has this D later as well. Can I write O here? And there we go, it's gold. And I just won, I just guessed it. And I still have 3 tries left. Okay, let me show you another failure condition. Let's say there is a word and I'm trying guessing it. I'm entering M. Okay, I lost one of my try. I'm entering N. I lost one of my try because this word doesn't have N. Can I write another B here? Well, I lost another try over here. Can I write C here? Well, I still can't guess it, and I have only 1 trial remaining. Can I write C here? And there you go. I still cannot guess it, and it's just prompting me game over. And there you go. My game is over right now. And you can see this is disabled. I'm not able to type anything over here. I have to reload, and again I have to play the game over here. Okay, so you have to show random words to the user over here. Let the user guess the word like this. Okay, so you can come and can guess the word, and this is something that we will be building in this particular tutorial series. So I hope that you guys are excited. This is how the console is going to look like. It's going to be very simple and straightforward with a little bit of feature, and let's just try to build it. We're using Java, Spring Boot, Spring MVC, little bit of Spring Core, Thymeleaf. Well, We're gonna be using a little bit of JavaScript as well. I'm so excited. Let's just get started. And well, if you are a beginner, this is something for you. Don't treat it like this is a export level game. This is a very simple game, and this is purely designed for the beginners. So beginner, it is for you. Let's just get started, and I hope that you're going to be having fun. Let's just try to set up our project first, and let's just get started with this particular game with small challenges we're going to be having right now, and we'll try to complete this game with small steps. We'll take baby steps. Let's just get started. Alright, so before we get started, let's just understand in this episode what we're going to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you overally the things that we will try to complete in this particular episode. So it's going to be very simple. So imagine we're going to be having a pool of words, right? Imagine here we're going to be having some bunch of words. Imagine this is an array which contains a lots and lots of strings like hello, hi, bye, father, mother, sister, something else, right? So it's an array or a pool where we have a lot of strings. And then what we're going to be doing, we're going to be basically writing a service, okay? A service class. And in this service class, the logic that we're going to be writing, we're going to be picking up a word from this particular pool. Okay, let's say there is a word called hi, there is a word called hello. So randomly we're going to be picking a word, let's say hi. Okay, and we're going to be picking that word, and we're going to be creating a web page like this, and here we will be populating that word like hi. Okay, so this is a very simple thing that we're going to be doing. We're going to be creating some HTML page. This is our game home page, and here we're going to be picking a word or picking a string from this array, and we're going to be populating it. So let's say if you're going to be rephrasing this, maybe this service will pick up another word from here. Let's say hello this time, and you're going to be populating hello over here. So randomly we're going to be choosing a word from this pool, and we're going to be showing it over here in this particular HTML page. So the game plan is pretty straightforward. We're going to be creating an HTML page. We're going to be creating a service class, and obviously we're going to be creating a controller which is going to redirect our request to this HTML page. And this might sound fascinating if you are pretty new to the framework, but let's just try to execute it right away. Alright, so first of all, let's just go ahead and go to the Spring Initializer website, and from there on, let's just try to create a Spring project, because we'll be creating this game with Spring framework. And once we set up our project, we can get started with our actual coding stuff. So I'm pretty much excited to go to the Spring Initializer website. So Spring Initializer, okay. I'm going to this website after a long time, right? I fallen sick, I told you guys, right? And then I didn't get any time to do some hands-on on Spring, so it's a good time for me to do some hands-on as well. So I'm here on the Spring Initializer website, and let's just try to set up our project. So we're going to be creating a Maven project. Oh, I'm also trying myself to get acquainted with all these surroundings, because I was just away because I fallen sick, as I have told you. So I just also feel a little nervous while giving you guys this KT. So yeah, just support me a little bit. So I will be creating this project with Java, and I will be using Maven as my build tool. And the project I will be creating here, this is going to be the group ID will be com.selenium express, and the game name. And by the way, the game that we'll be creating will be, let's say, guess the word. Okay, this is going to be our game name. So I'm going to be saying com.seleniumexpress dot case the word. Okay, and this is the same as the artifact. I'm just giving a package name over here, and the description, everything, let it the way it is, the 17 version, and this is going to be the jar as a packaging type. And dependency, for dependency, you know what I'll be needing, I'll be creating a web application, I'll be creating a HTML page where the user will try to guess the word. So over here, as I'll be creating a web application, I'll be taking Spring Wave from here, and also I will go edge I'll go ahead and I'll add Thymeleaf as well here. Okay, because obviously I'll be creating some HTML templates, and I'll be using Thymeleaf as my templates engine. So if you are familiar with JSP, JSP is kind of legacy, right? So we'll try to use Thymeleaf right now for our front end development. Okay, so that's it. And also let me add the dev tools as well. So dev tools for automatic reloading. So whenever I'll be coding, I don't have to restart my application again and again. Whatever I'll code, it will be automatically reloaded. So that's why I'm adding the dev tools over here. So I'm pretty happy with the dependencies. Let me click here, generate, and let me save this particular project, and then I will go to my downloads, and I will extract the project. And once this is done, I'm going to drag it to my IDE, and obviously I'll be using IntelliJ this time. So I'll go and search for IntelliJ, where you are. There you go. And now once the home page will be prompted here, I will just drag this project to here. There we go. Okay, and I'm all set for my coding stuff. Okay, so my environment is set off. It will do some certain stuff. It will get the dependencies from the web, the Thymeleaf, and all the other dependencies that we have downloaded. It will just sync it off with my project. So let's just give itself a little bit of time. That's good. And also for the automatic reloading, I will just do some quick stuff over here in my settings. I will go to the plugins, not the plugins. I will go to the build, execution, and deployment. I'll go to the build tools, not the build tools. I'll go to the compiler, and I will check this box, build project automatically, so that whenever I'll do some coding, and whenever I'll make some changes, all my the changes that I'll be doing, they will be automatically built by my IDE, and my Spring Boot will automatically reload those changes, so that I don't have to restart my application again and again whenever I'll be doing my development stuff. So I think I'm all set right now. So now the first thing that I'll be doing, as I have told you, I'm creating a game here. So I'll go to my source, and the first thing that I'll be doing here, I will be creating a controller. So I'll go ahead and create a Java class, and I should be putting this class inside a different package, maybe the controller package. So let me create a package first of all, new, and create a package. And this time the package will be controllers. Here I'll be putting my controllers here, and I will go ahead and I'll create a Java class, and this is going to be my game controller. Okay, and inside this controller, the first thing that I'll be doing is going to be very simple, by the way. I will annotate this one as controller, because obviously I'll be writing my request will come to this class, and this class is going to handle the incoming request. So I'll make sure I will create a kind of web page, and that web page should be populated, or I'll be exposing that web page through an endpoint. So I will be creating that endpoint right now. Maybe the endpoint I'll be creating using a get mapping, and let's say the endpoint will be let's say / game homepage, right? Okay, so this is the endpoint through what the users will be accessing my page, and I will be creating the page, by the way. So I'll be writing a method which will return a string, and this string is obviously going to be my page name, and let's say show a game home page. Okay, so this is the method which will expose the home page over here, and my page name is going to be, let's say, game home page or something like this. Okay, so this is going to be a HTML page that I'll be creating right now, which will be exposed through this endpoint. Okay, so that looks good. First of all, let's just see whether our application is working or not. So let's just do one thing. Let's just directly I'll be writing some string. Okay, showing the game page, right? Let's say directly, let's just show some string and print it to the response body. So I'm going to be writing response body over here, and I think I'm all set. Let's just try to run our project a little bit right now. So let's just see whether it is working or not. So I will start this project, and let's just see first of all whether it is starting or not. Okay, looks like it started. There we go. It started on port number 8080. Let's just taste it out. Okay, so I'll go over here and I will go for localhost 8080/game dash home, enter, and there we go, showing the game page. That means we have written a controller which is right now returning a string back, and this is the string which is getting returned, right? Showing the game page right over here. But we don't want to return a string. We do not want to print this text to the response. Rather, what I'll be doing, I'll be creating a web page right now, and the web page is going to be what? The game home page. Let's say this is our page name. So let me copy this page name a little bit. Okay, Control C. I'll go to my let's say I will just collapse it. I'll go to my resources, and in my templates right now, I'll be creating a new HTML file, and I'll give the file name as gamehomepage.html. And right over here, let's say the game name is GuessTheWord. Okay, and here let me just write a header. Let's say show. Let's say GuessTheWord. This is a game that we are trying to develop, right? GuessTheWord. Okay, GuessTheWord. Okay, and let me just align it to the center. So align is equal to center. Okay, and let me just keep a HR over here, so that I'll just get a horizontal line. So HR, right? There we go. And I think my page will be automatically reloaded because we have dev tools in action. So I'll go over here and do a refresh, and boom, right now we got our HTML page back, not a text the way we were returning it before. So we have our game title over here, and this looks really good. Right now we can start our development. Now the next job here is we need to show some random word over here. Maybe I'm gonna write a S2 header over here, and I'm gonna say show a random word here. Okay, so now if you're gonna come over here, can I refresh it? Yeah, show a random word over here, and also I'll be aligning it to the center. Control C and paste it over here. Control S, refresh it. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So here you have to show some random words like hello, hi, father, mother, and you have to hide it from the user. But for now, let's make it very, very simple, and we can show some really random words over here. We need to create an array with a lot of words, and we have to pick a particular word and show it over here in the web page. That's the game plan. That's something that we're going to be doing right now, and for that we need to write a game service which will return us a random word, right? So first, let's just create a pool of words. Let's just create some array of strings, and for that, let's just create our service class right now. All right, so now let's just go ahead and create a service class. Okay, so I'll go to the Java folder. I will go to the main and root folder over here and drag it down a little bit. Yeah. So I will go ahead and I'll create a new Java. Let me just create a package first of all. And here I'll be putting my service classes and I will create a new service. Okay. And what is the work of this service class? This is going to have some methods, which is going to help me to choose a random string. So I can say a random game service class, or I can say the game service class. Let's just say game service. This sounds good. So game service right now we'll be creating. Okay. So first of all, inside this game service class, the first job will be I'll be having an array, right? So I'll be having a private array. So private string array of, let's say, random words, right? Okay, and here I'll be initialize this string array with some random words. Okay, later we're gonna be make this array really big and getting some random words from an external source. But for now, let's just have some random words over here, like father, mother. What else? One second. Father, mother. Let's say sister, some random words. Okay, let's say string. Okay, let's just say hello. Okay, let's just say what else? Let's say Mike. Okay, or let's say some big words. Let's say light. Okay. There we go. So let's say I have a lot of words like this: father, mother, sister, string, hello, light. Let's say Java. Maybe I'll have one more word over here called Java. Okay, and let me make it all small. Okay, so let's imagine this is a string which contains a lot of words, and what we have to do right now, we have to maybe we need to create a method which is going to get me a random string from this array. It may be father, it may be mother. It has to get me one word. Okay, and maybe for that I'll create a new method over here, maybe a toString method. Why not a toString method? And here inside this toString method, what I'll be returning a random word. Okay, so random word from this array like this. This is an array, and from this array I can choose any word. Let's say array of 0 or array of 1. Array of 1 will be mother. Let's say array of 0 will be father. Let's say array of 2 will be sister, right? But I don't have to do like this. I have to get this thing randomly, right? This 1, 2, 0, I do not have to hard code. So how can I do that? And maybe for that, I will be creating a random class over here, random class object. So I'll just say random is equal to new random. And now what I'm going to do, I'll take this random instance over here, and I'm going to be doing random dot next int. So random.nextInt will get me a random number like 0 or 1 or 2. So if this gives me 0, this will return me father. If this returns me 1, then it will get me this word. If this returns 3, this will get me this word. Okay, but this next int method can return any number. It can return 0, 1, 10, 500, 600. But here I have only 5 or 6 words. Let's say if I'm going to be coding a word which is there inside the 600th index, then there will be a problem, right? I'll get array index out of bound exception. So what I have to do, I have to make sure this next int method over here returns me only numbers, whatever the size of my array is. Right now my size of the array is what? How many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now my array is of 7. The capacity is 7. The size of the array is 7. So I want this next int method to return me numbers between 0 to 7. So how can I do that? I can do one thing. I can take this random words and I'll get the size of it. So I'm going to do dot size. Okay, like this. Is that size or random words dot maybe I think length? Okay, the length will get me the size. So now I think this length will be the array length will be right now 7. And just for clarity, also let me print this length as well over here. Okay, I'm going to be saying sysout and I'm going to print the length. Just want to see what is the length of this particular array, right? So now whenever I'll be calling this toString method, it is going to print the length of the array, and also it is going to return me a particular word from this array, and the index will be random. It may be 0, it may be 1, it may be 2, and accordingly it will pick a word and it is going to return that to me. So let's just try to use this toString method then. So to use this toString method, I have to use this game service. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll go to the game controller right now, and here I'll be creating an object of the game service. So I'm going to be doing game service, and I'm going to be writing game service over here. And I do not want to initialize the game service by myself, like game service is equal to new game service. Rather, I want Spring to create the object of game service. So what I'm going to be doing over the class over here, I'll be writing a service over here. So whenever the Spring will do the component scanning, it will create the object for the game service and will keep it inside the object holder, which is the application context, or inside the container of Spring. This object of game service will be there because we have written this annotation over here. Now I will go to my controller, and in my controller right now I will be needing that object from my Spring. So I'll be writing AutoWord. So like the object which has been created by Spring during the component scanning process, the object that it kept it inside the container, that object I'm pasting it and I'm injecting it to this particular variable. And right now from this variable I can call the toString method, and this is going to get me a random string. If I'm going to do a control click, I just developed this method which returns a random strings from this particular array. So right now let's just go to the controller and let's just get a hold of that particular string. So I'm going to do option command V, and I'm going to have a hold of that particular string. I'm going to say string random word. Okay, and I got the access to the random word. Now the challenge is the word that I got over here, I have to populate it on the screen. Okay, I have to populate it over here. Okay, so how to do that? So I have to send this word to this particular page, and the way I'll be sending the data, I'll be sending the data from my controller to view using a model. So I'll be importing this particular model. This will be org.springframework.ui, and using this model I'll be sending some data. I'm going to do model dot add attribute, and I'll be adding this attribute that I'll be getting over here. This is a string. So this is the attribute that I want to send, and I'll be give a name to this. Let's say a word to display or something like this. Okay, some random things I'm writing. So I'm getting access to the random word by making a service call over here, and then I'm sending this word to the view to here using a model attribute called word to display. Okay, so I created a model attribute over here and have added this attribute, and this attribute will carry this particular value, and this value is right now whatever we're getting from here. So now this is the attribute which will carry the data and will be available inside this particular page. Now let's just go to this particular page, and now I have to show this attribute instead of this text here. Instead of this text here, I have to show the random word that I have chosen. The way I have to do it, I have to have a hold to that particular word, and the way I have to have a hold to that particular word, and as this is a model attribute I'm sending, this is the attribute that I'm sending called word to display. So this is something that I want to replace. So word to display will carry that random word, right? So this is something that I want to display instead of this. So this text I want to override, and I have to display the word, the actual word over here, right? So how to do that? And for that we have to use Thymeleaf. We have already added Thymeleaf dependency in our pom.xml. So what I'm going to do, I'll go to my Thymeleaf website. Okay, Thymeleaf website, and right here let's just go to the documentation. Where is the doc? Right here. Okay, let's just use the latest Thymeleaf variation here. Okay, And let's just look for the Thymeleaf namespace over here. So I think it is www dot, maybe I'm going to type http:// and this is the schema. Copy that like this, Control C, go back to your code, and here in the HTML I'll be embed Thymeleaf over here. This line I'm writing because I want to use the Thymeleaf feature, and this is the namespace which refer to the Thymeleaf, the Thymeleaf feature that we're getting is basically embedded with this particular th. This is the namespace. So use this th over here. So I'm going to use the th:\text, okay, because I want to display some text, and that text I will be wrapping it off over here. Okay, so one second. This is my model attribute, so I have to wrap it up like this. Okay, like this. Let's just see what is going to happen right now. Okay, so now what I'm thinking that this sentence right now will be replaced by this word, and this is a dynamic word that I'll be getting from my controller, and this word will carry the model or carry the data, and this data will be changed all the time because we are using a random service. The what to display over here will carry this random word. This random word will be getting me a random word all the time. Okay, now let me just save everything, and let's just go back over here to our home page, and let's just refresh, and let's just see whether this text has been replaced by the word that we have written over here. This is the text that we want to display. So now let's just go ahead and do a refresh, and there you go. It's right now showing light here. Do a refresh. It's going to show Java now. Hello, string, light, sister, Java, father, string. So it is just showing a random word all the time, and our job is successful right now. Okay, so that's it. So th text is used to populate a text, and that text we are getting right now from the controller. But you can write anything over here. You can write whatever you want. Let's say the th text is basically the command, and you have to give a string symbol here, and inside that give a single quote and write anything here. Okay, and this thing will be replaced. Whatever the HTML tag that you have written over here, the text will be automatically replaced. So do a refresh. Okay, do a refresh, write anything over here. Okay, so whatever you're going to be writing over here, that thing will be replacing this one. But now this is going to be a static text. I am not writing a static text over here. I want to write a dynamic text. So that's why I want to fetch it from the model. And what is my model name? That is the name that I was pasting over there. What to display? This is the data which contain, this is the model attribute which containing this data. So go to the HTML page, paste it over here, and there you go, you are done. Now it is going to get you the random things over here. Okay, working good. So our first job and first challenge is successful. It's done. It's accomplished. Congratulations. Alright, so that's it for this video. In the next video, we're gonna be writing the logic for the game. Instead of the actual word, right now we're gonna be showing the blanks to the user so that they can fill it out and they can explore, or they can guess what the word is actually going to be. That's coming up in the next video. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe.